Windows 8, an operating system so fanatical in its vision of a new user interface that it alienated millions of users, leading to its ultimate failure. Windows 8 was so shunned upon, in fact, that support for the original version ended just over 3 years later, forcing users to upgrade to Windows 8.1 just to get security patches. But for me, it wasn't a failure, it was a masterpiece, and my very first operating system when I used a computer for the first time. Sorry, Windows fans. So, without further ado, let's show Windows 8 some justice and install it to see how it holds up over a decade later. All file sources will be in the description if you want to try this yourself. For this video, I will be using Windows 8.1 instead of Windows 8. It received more support and security patches, and many users switched to it because it was better suited for PCs. Before you do anything, you need to get the ISO file to Windows 8.1, which will indeed be linked in the description just in case you need to try this. Next, we want to make a bootable USB for the installer. To do this, we need to use a bootable USB creator like Rufus, Balena Etcher, or UNetbootin. Once you have one of these installed, insert your USB and select Browse on Rufus to select your ISO. Once you are ready, press Start to begin. Once this is finished, restart your computer and press F9 repeatedly to access boot options, then select your USB drive. And, just like that, we're in! Let's get this thing installed and see what it's like to use Windows 8.1 in 2025.
1 hour later.
Now that I finally have the operating system set up, we can finally check it out. The interface has a very Metro Flat style to it, which could be one of the reasons Windows 8 failed. The entire start menu was up in your face, and the tablet-like visuals weren't mixing well with PC users who didn't have a touchscreen on their monitors or laptops. Most of the Metro apps didn't even work after the support was cut. And the Charms menu was okay. There's a quick way to access settings, but it felt a little hidden and wasn't a very intuitive way to navigate for most people. But now it's time for the real test. Can you run games on Windows 8.1? Well, it's not straightforward. Without Steam support, modern gaming is pretty much a no-go, which makes finding games a real challenge. One way you could play games would be to fish out a DVD-ROM of your game on eBay, but I wasn't going to do that. Instead, I tried a lightweight game like Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit, which worked almost flawlessly. Also, web browsing works too. Internet Explorer is essentially unusable today as it's outdated and a major security risk, but you can install Firefox ESR by searching for it or transferring the setup.exe file on a USB for any browser you want. And from there, you can browse the web, write documents, and handle most basic computing tasks. So, now begs the question, can you daily drive Windows 8.1? Matter of fact, yes. The interface is calming and easy on the eyes, the performance is good, and you get that sweet 2010s nostalgia. Windows 8 wasn't just a failure in the Microsoft ecosystem. Essentially, it was a building block to show off what Microsoft could do towards the future, like the amazing Xbox lineup, like Xbox Series X and S, Windows 10, Windows 11 to some extent. Essentially, Windows 8 and 8.1 were a fantastic building block for what Microsoft could do in the future. Thank you all for watching today's video. I thought that trying something new might attract some people to the channel. Like and subscribe for more content like this.